I hear the front door open and close harder than usual. A few minutes later, my wife comes into the kitchen and looks very frustrated and stressed. And for good reason. She got a flat tire this afternoon. AAA took twice as long to show up as they said they would and caused her to miss an important meeting that took months to plan. She's clearly upset, but what do I do in this situation? Do I leave the room? Should I tell her tomorrow will be better? Bring her some tea? We'll get back to this story later, but let's see what's really going on. Each of us are carrying around big, heavy sandbags. These sandbags are filled with emotions. They fill up as we go about our daily life. We might be frustrated that we forgot to take out the trash, or are angry because a coworker was rude, or feel overwhelmed because of our long list of things to do. As the bags of emotion fill up, life gets hard for us. Some feelings will go away over time, but carrying them in the meantime is a tough experience. Try as we might, it's very difficult for us to empty them ourselves. They are too hard to reach. We need some help. The best way sandbags can be emptied is if someone helps us empty them. This doesn't mean that the other person is fixing whatever caused the emotions. They're just helping us process and release the emotions in a safe way. After the sand has been let out of the bags, the affected person feels relieved and thankful. They cannot help but feel loving feelings towards the person who has helped them lighten such a heavy burden. Our research shows the act of helping another let out their emotions is the #1 way to build a deep bond between two people. In a relationship with a deep bond, both partners take turns. If I see my partner is unhappy, I help her process her emotions. This is my opportunity to support her. If I'm having a down day, I go talk to her about it. She helps me process my emotions and is the one in the supportive role. This is beneficial because in the past, neither of us really knew what to do in these common stressful situations. Do we try to give advice? Should we just go away? We weren't sure. Now science has proven exactly what to do when our spouse is upset. We also get a sense of deep satisfaction when we help our spouse, which is similar to how we feel when we help someone else in need. It gives us a sense of purpose and accomplishment. So how do we do this in real life? First, we want to have a radar for when our partner seems grumpy, particularly when it isn't about us. They might be overwhelmed, stressed, or frustrated. We want to be on the lookout and notice as soon as we can. Just noticing sends a very important sign that we care about them and that we watch out for them, that we have their back. Next, we want to show concern. We want them to know that when they are upset, we notice and care. This tells them that they are important to us. In an empathetic way, we ask questions to figure out what is going on. You might already think you do these first two steps, but research has shown that mostly we don't. Next, try to put yourself in their shoes in the situation that caused them distress. In this example, his idea was shot down at work. Imagine you are sitting at his desk when you finally reveal the great idea that you've been thinking about all weekend. But a colleague quickly shoots down the idea and dismisses it. How does that make you feel? Embarrassed? Disappointed? Frustrated? Take a few moments to try to feel those feelings. It's okay if it takes several minutes. Finally, in a kind and compassionate way, try to name at least 3 emotions they might be having and why. You will also want to avoid the common traps like minimizing what they're feeling or problem solving, but labeling and avoiding traps are mostly covered in other lessons. For now, try to remember that your responsibility is to help your loved ones empty their sandbags of emotions. Remember to have a radar for unhappiness, gently ask about the situation, put yourself in their shoes so you can feel their emotions with them, then help them label their feelings. Once you have become practiced at this, you may be stunned by the results. You'll start to understand for yourself why this is the #1 way science has shown you can improve relationships. And that flat tire and missed meeting? Something just came up on my radar and I know just what to do.